I get money in my sleep, I could never be weak.
Let me ask you a question, boys.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to the show. We back. You know what I mean? What up, B-Rad? What's good, man?
It's all good, man. It's all good. Wildness going on in the modern age today, but other than that, I'm doing well. You
bullshit as usual. Huh? A lot of interesting stuff, though. You know, a lot of stuff that's going to be changing the world and changing the way we think and the way we move too. You know, so hey, one thing that don't stop is change. There's always going to be some changes. You feel me? A lot of people, you know, ain't happy with how abrupt they going, but shit, something got to give. What you drinking? Coffee?
Yes, sir.
A nice good old cup of Joe, huh? Joe Montana. Anyway, shit. Yeah, man.
Pause.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, we got a wild one, man. I feel like I don't know if it's a simulation, but I feel like we're living in a made-up world because it's like every day is crazier than the next. I don't get it. Things are getting wild. It's getting wild.
Man, it's been like that since the beginning of time. But anyway, a lot of people, you know what?
Yeah,
what you say?
No, you're right. You're right. It's just we see a lot more of it now. But goddamn. Yeah.
The big homie,
it's wild.
You be pausing and then coming back, and I'm thinking you done. Like you pause and the fuck, bro.
I'm sorry. What do you got going on? Lay it on me.
Nah, it's fucking your fault. You fucking up the show already. Shit, let's get it together, bro. Your boy Trump. Everybody, Americans, you know, for the most part. I feel like a lot of people are happy because they feel like a lot of benefits is coming, but it was abrupt the way he rushed Venezuela and things like that. But then you find out about how much of a foul dude he was, the leader of Venezuela, and then you hear about the oil and the benefits and the things that we started. And I guess Trump was like, "Fuck that, we gonna finish this shit too." Yeah, man, he rushed in there, and they say he kidnapped him right here in New York. They got him right here in New York, in downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah, they do. Yes, sir. He's an MD with everybody else.
Jeez, Luis. Man, I didn't really realize how foul he was. I got a little piece of content I want to watch just to get a gist of this dude. You feel me? And then get into the.
Before becoming the hand-picked successor to communist dictator Hugo Chavez, the current president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro Moros, had a background that mixed working-class roots, trade union activism, and a steady climb through Venezuela's socialist political system that ruined a nation. Under Maduro's rule, Venezuela has descended from one of Latin America's most prosperous nations into a country defined by hunger, hyperinflation, and fear. Once thriving cities are plagued by blackouts, corruption, and vanishing resources. While millions have fled across borders in search
of most countries, that ain't America, but let's keep going.
of food, medicine, or safety, international tensions have surged as U.S. and allied forces intercept drug-running vessels linked to Venezuelan and Colombian traffickers, many tied to networks within Maduro's own government. What began as a socialist promise has now evolved into a narco-state confrontation spilling beyond Venezuela's borders. Who is Nicolas Maduro? What is his background? How did he rise to power? How does he retain power? Hello.
Hey, B-Rad, if you mute your mic and then when you unmute it, I'll know when you want to say something, and I'll stop the video if you want to chime in. You know what I mean? Okay, but let's keep going.
Copy.
I'm Colin Heaton, former history professor, Army and Marine Corps veteran, and welcome to this episode of Forgotten History.
Shout out to Forgotten History, too. They're going to copyright this with a side. I got to get a gist because we know about Saddam Hussein, you feel me, and these foul dictators, you know, but with this dude, I'm not sure. You know, all I heard was the drugs and stuff, but I'm not sure about the others. You feel me?
It's also who he's aligned with and the things he's said about America and the things he's done to his people. It's all the way bad.
Okay. Maduro.
Nicolas Maduro was born on November 23, 1962, in Caracas, Venezuela. His father, Nicolas Maduro Garcia, was a union leader. His mother, Teresa de Jesus Moros, was a home.
Pops was a union leader. We already know all the union bosses, you know, they're not exactly the kindest people, but so that's what he come up on the union leader. You know, we think about that movie. Jimmy
No, I'm
Hoffa,
saying,
shit
especially
like
when you're dealing with those countries, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's supposed to be communist. What you saying?
Yeah, so that means the union leaders are like, they're about it. They're really about like changing shit and getting dirty, you know?
But shit get real dangerous for them, so they got to be dangerous, basically.
100%. 100%.
Maker. Nicholas had no formal education beyond high school, working many odd jobs until he became a bus driver for the Caracas Metro, which became a key part of his everyman image later in politics. While driving buses, Maduro became involved in trade union activism, representing Caracas Metro workers. He joined leftist political movements, aligning with the anti-imperialist and socialist ideas in the 1980s and 1990s.
It's funny because most of the dictators do the same thing, you know, like Kim Jong-un and certain ones, you know, they all, you know, with the same kind of beliefs, basically. You feel me?
Yeah, socialism and everything for me and nothing for you. Because in socialism, if you get to the top of it, you can take advantage of all of it. It's really fucked up. It's bad. But I'm not going to give you guys a history lesson here. Like, socialism doesn't work. Communism doesn't work. If it did, it would have worked somewhere by now. That's all I got to say about that.
He was active in the Bolivarian Revolution from its initial stages, supporting Hugo Chavez even before Chavez's rise to power. Chavez saw enormous potential in Maduro, who, like him, worshipped communist leaders such as Fidel Castro and Che Guevara. During Chavez's reign, Maduro learned how to manipulate the masses and rig elections using inflated and outdated registries where dead citizens, duplicate entries, and migrants who left years ago remain listed and amazingly cast their votes. Those phantom voters can be activated by Venezuela's National Electoral Council, or CNE, internal system to pad turnout or justify result gaps. In 1998, Maduro was elected to the National Constituent Assembly, which rewrote Venezuela's constitution after Chavez's election. He served as a member of the National Assembly from 2000 to 2006 and later became Speaker of the Assembly from 2005 to 2006. Maduro wasn't known for original theory or charisma. His strength was loyalty and pragmatism. Within Chavez's inner circle, he was the safe pair of hands, disciplined, obedient, and trusted not to challenge the Comandante. He built influence quietly through back-channel diplomacy and alliances with the military and Cuba's advisors. Maduro was then appointed as foreign minister.
See, that'd be important, the military. Those are the ones. That's how the guy over there with the word, the name that starts with an H, you know, the military alliances, you know, then you able to, then they get funny because it's too much power. You feel me? That with that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, the quickest way to take over a country if you're on your way up is to befriend the army or the military, because if you don't, that's who's going to stop you. And if you're going to try to pull off a coup, you need the military.
But guess what? Where the fuck was the military at when they rushed him? I don't know.
No, they were there. They were there, and they got knocked the fuck down, bro. You can't play with America like that, like we do. This is what we spend our money on, bro. We got the illest in the game at it. Like, oh God,
They rushed him
there's
overwhelmingly.
a great clip. We got to run it down. There's a great clip we should run down of like the whole. Like, it's really long actually. It's like 20 minutes, but it shows you the whole how they did everything. It's
how they got in there.
I mean, it's wild, bro. It's wild. It's wild.
It shows how he did the helicopters and all that I heard about.
Yeah. Well, because what it is like, so they have Chinese made rocket systems and defense systems, like, you know, radar systems. They have Russian made rockets and radar systems, and then they have Iranian drones and radar systems. And we were able to come past all of them with F-35s, take those things out. While we were doing that, they got F-35s flying over, like, just like making sonic booms over the entire country in like big circles. And while they did that, they flew helicopters in under radar, dropped Delta in there. They found him in 5 minutes flat, brought him back up, and had him on the deck in like 38 minutes or something crazy like that.
Are you serious?
They walked by it. They knew exactly where he was in the building. Like, can't play with these people, bro. Nobody else in the world could do. China couldn't do what we just did. Russia could never do what we just did. Only we could. And the whole world just got put on notice.
and he kept it a secret too. Nobody knew this shit was gonna pop off. And he was like,
we woke up 7 a.m. Maduro was landing in New York at 7:03 a.m. in a Nike tech suit. I like it.
Jeez Louise, bro. You're probably gonna disagree with something, so I just want to see something.
This is what Trump's war on drugs looks like.
I see boats coming in like loaded up the other day with all sorts of drugs, and we're going to take them out.
The U.S. military destroyed these boats in international waters off of Venezuela's shores. Trump is justifying the controversial attacks as targeting narco-terrorists. It's the biggest U.S. military deployment in the region of the 21st century, and it could also be targeting Venezuela's leader Nicolas Maduro's grip on power. So is this really a war on drugs from Venezuela?
Oh, wait, this came out before he rushed the spot? Okay.
Dude, Venezuela's been an issue for a while.
Oh, man, this was 2 months ago.
Joe Biden
Biden
put a $25 million bounty on Maduro's head.
And we wasn't able to get him till Trump got him.
Yeah. In fact, they used to talk shit about how Trump liked guys like this and put them in power, but that's not true. So, but yeah, he went and got him.
Or is the U.S. up to something bigger in the Caribbean? The Roosevelt Roads naval base in Puerto Rico was shut down in 2004. For the last 2 decades, it was abandoned and slowly being reclaimed by nature. But now, the U.S. military is back, and with their most advanced fighters, Reaper drones, and Osprey tilt-rotor aircraft. Puerto Rico is a largely self-governed territory of the U.S.
Wowzer. What do you know about this oil situation anyway?
I know that they're sitting on more oil than anybody in the world's ever seen.
And we
like
getting
our deposits in Alaska are huge, but like there's more oil down there than I think almost anywhere right now. Well, you have to understand, in the 80s, we went down there and we put, oil companies in, and we installed all sorts of pipeline and equipment and all sorts of shit, and with the deal that they were going to sell it to us, we were going to refine it for them because we have all the very specific refinery equipment for that type of oil all here in America. So we had a whole deal with them. And then when Chavez came in, he backed out of that and fucked everybody over. So we built the infrastructure, and then he fucked us over, and then he sells it to Iran and China and fucking Russia. Like, no, bro, no. So for 25 years, or no, for like 40 years, we've been looking like idiots because we built all of it for them and they just abuse it. And then they nationalized it recently. So the people don't even get it. It just gets taken by the government, which is Maduro and all his people. So they just take tons of money. And
Okay, so
we're not with that.
they don't
We're going to have to
respect.
take it over.
I see a lot of people in South Miami very happy, a lot of Venezuelan people. Then I see people on the other side of town angry. Then I see people out here protesting, and some people are happy, celebrating. With this, why do you think the people that are happy, they think like, are we gonna take Venezuela like Puerto Rico and say, oh, this is America now, and this is what it is, type shit? Or you feel me? Or
No, not at all.
are they just happy because dude is out of there and he's a crook?
They're happy because the reason these people had to come here, like, is because of this guy. Like, he killed and tortured and then starved an entire nation of people. Took them from one of the richest nations, and they still should be one of the richest nations, to one of the poorest nations. They've been burning their money over there for warmth for the past however many years, 3 years now. They're in the middle of an attempted revolution. It didn't go so well because they have a stronghold. They have a pretty good iron grip with their military. The people there are trapped, and a lot of people, I think it was the last like big run out of there was like 8 million people left. That's insane. You know what I mean? That's a lot of people to run out of your country. So the people that are celebrating here, the Venezuelans that live here that are celebrating, I think they know better than white liberal women who are saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah, but it's Spanish people that's saying it's bad too.
Hey, look, some people support certain regimes. I know a lot of people down in Florida that don't like Cuba, but other people still have allegiance to Cuba, I suppose. You know, it depends. But bottom line is this guy's he's a narco-terrorist, he's a gangster, and he doesn't belong in our hemisphere fucking around with us. And he's been baiting and goading us, like talking shit.
I think they're talking about the way it went down, because why can't this happen in the other places that we know that is like, you know, the North, you know what I'm talking about, North and these type of places. You feel me?
Because if you were to, because one, Venezuela is not a nuclear power. Two, they have a benefit for us to go there, not just being good people. There's money there. We don't look, in case nobody realized, nobody goes around saving people unless there's an added benefit. And that's the benefit. These people have a lot of oil and fix it for them, get something out of it, and take out an enemy all in the same shot. Plus, again, in the Western Hemisphere, we don't deal with Russia, China, Korea, any of those countries like North Korea. We don't deal with any of them. We don't deal with any of that, but they do. Venezuela does. So like, we can't have these people in our backyard, and we can't be allowing oil from our half of the world to go over there to fund their wars. So it needed to end. It needed to end.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's all fact. Like I said,
forever.
People are angry with the way it went down. That's all. But hey, some people are happy too.
A strategy in Venezuela.
Oh, so it's not what he did, it's the way he did it. Like that's that bullshit. It's not what you said, it's the way you said it. It's not what he did, it's the way he did it. Look, it needed to get done. Like, we're dealing with criminals. Why do we have to play with the but why do we have to play by the rules and all these criminals? Like the left right now, is vying for a fucking a murdering dirtbag. Like, these people have no souls. It's crazy. Just because you don't like Donald Trump, you're going to side with the guy over president. That's crazy to me. But whatever.
They don't like him, I don't think, but they just feel like that you could go in
seems like they're taking up for him
and take you feel me?
Yeah, that's right. We can. That's why everybody needs to start acting like normal people around the world. Because we can.
He said 50 million barrels of oil. Hold on, let me see this real quick.
Holds the world's largest reserves, and President Trump just announced that the country will be turning over millions and millions of barrels to the United States at market price. That coming after NBC News learned that the U.S.
I'm sure Venezuela getting their piece too, and it's all like squared away type shit. So that's good. Shit, fuck it. I can't be mad at that.
Yeah, of course.
Energy Secretary,
of course, that's the whole thing. We're gonna just set it up for them, finance it, and take care of their country and get their country back on its feet the way it's supposed to be, like a rich oil country, not a fucking poor, destitute third world nation like it's been. It's insane. It's been managed completely wrong. We're about to a lot of people.
Wait, you saying it could be like Dubai out there? But they got enough oil like that.
They have more than Saudi Arabia has. They have more than all of them have put together.
What?
They're sitting on more oil deposits than anybody in the world. Yeah, man. It's a gold mine, bro. We're going to eat off of it, and they're going to do very, very well. Quality of life in there in 20 years, if everything stays the way it should and gets set up by Donald Trump, in 20 years, the quality of life there is going to be outrageous.
Oh, that's why they happy. That's why they're like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because their national product isn't going to be on them anymore. It's going to be privatized again. They're going to make money off of it, and they're not going to have jobs, and they're going to have good loot. And they're going to it's going to be good if it works out proper. We'll see.
What you mean? You don't believe it'll work out proper with the great Trump?
No, I'm not saying anything ever works out proper. Look, Donald Trump's not going to be here in 3 years, and then somebody can come in and totally fuck up the deal with them and let another narco terrorist take over. Like it happened once, it could happen again. I'm just saying, but
they said he's going to make it a kingdom.
If they stick to the plan and smart people stay on top of it, it can be done really right, and it can be a great thing for not only their country but our country and the entire Western Hemisphere. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm with it.
I'm saying, like, it's cool when if somebody else can prosper, if we can help free somebody up, we can make some money out of it, and they can seriously prosper out of it. I think that's a great fucking thing. I think it's a great thing. And for people to act like it's not it's just, I don't know. People don't have any faith.
I didn't really hear Americans or even commoners, like a lot of people don't. Oh yeah, I did hear some conversations with people. A lot of people are offended by it and talking stuff, certain in white and black, you feel me? And out there. So, it's always gonna be mixed opinions, And sometimes you do gotta like, wait a minute, you feel me, draw the line, like, wait, okay. That's good, but we gotta watch it because then the line get pushed and pushed, and then you feel me. Then now what we doing? So it's always good to have
for sure
different, But yeah,
it's a wild situation. Like you have to have faith in the people that are doing these things, which I do at the moment. So I think it's going to be a good thing. Can it easily get messed up? Yeah, absolutely. I hope it doesn't. I truly
start tripping. They like, what? Y'all think y'all?
Yeah. I mean, look, the most dangerous people in the world to play with are people who have unlimited amounts of money and nothing to live for other than making that money, and that's cartel leaders and shit. These guys, they do dirty shit.
They got to keep a strong military presence there at all times, and
yeah, we don't want to do that.
Every one of those dudes, and do it. I don't want to talk like that because what I come from. I was always with the hustler, but when you get older, you ain't with that. You feel me? And the only way to Millie, because I know it's some powerful. That's why it always probably been a problem because them boys is like, fuck that. We billionaires, fuck that oil. You feel me? So
and I get it. I've been on both sides of these things, you know what I mean? But like these people take it to a different extreme that I was never willing to take it to, you know what I mean? Like, and if I had seen shit like that in my neighborhood, the way they play, like I probably wouldn't have played around with it either. But it's different world. But like you said, when you get older, things change, and these people, they're torturing and killing people, and they're sending their product all over the world, and that's messing people's lives up too. So like, look, the world would be a better place without them. Venezuela would be a better place without them, and these people might actually have a chance at a really good life instead of a horrible existence, which it's been over there. It sucks. It sucks living in like a narco dictatorship. It's not a place you want to live, man. It's nothing good. I don't care to know about it.
Some people out there that was loving their life and loving it, and it was normal to them, and you got kids playing.
Yeah, there's always a small percentage. I mean, there's a couple of happy people in North Korea too. It's just not many. There's a couple
back that North K, that dangerous ass. even to say it.
Oh.
I don't even want to say it because I think they probably got scanners there. Who is saying this?
Oh, no, fuck that. Fuck that. That's crazy.
No, I'm playing. But yeah, man, you know, top of the news right now is what's going on, you know, with that ICE agent situation out there, and fucking the same place that we were talking about. You know, it's hot out, something going on out there. But let's watch this little brief on it, and then we'll get into it.
It's a video. There's a lot of swearing in it, so the only thing that you will hear are the gunshots. We just want to warn our viewers about what they're about.
Mate, should I be playing that? I ain't want to hear all that. I just want to hear what happened. You feel me? A little briefing type stuff. All that extra shit.
On text here, why don't we just let you watch this? But we're going to do this in a very sort of deliberate way. Let people know that this is video we're showing for the first time. You're not going to see it a lot on our air because we want to make sure that when we're showing it, we're doing it with a purpose. So
I don't know if I want to play this. You feel me? But I don't know what happened.
You gotta play this. Play it.
Play it? All right, bet.
Play it.
Where we at? What's this one?
On text here, why don't we just let you watch this? But we're going to do this in a very sort of deliberate way. Let people.
What'd you say?
we got to see it. Let's play it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Know that this is video we're showing for the first time. You're not going to see it a lot on our air because we want to make sure that when we're showing it, we're doing it with a purpose. So there's no audio here as well, and you're going to see this sort of play out. So just a warning to those who may not want to see this. You can see the vehicle there. That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish reddish color here. So let's take a look.
Agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Yeah, three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other kind of pulled on that driver's side door handle.
So again, there's no audio here. We don't know what's being said. We don't know really anything else about this woman, other than we know that she was not the target of the initial investigation. That was confirmed by the police chief. But there are some other angles of this as well that are being looked at. So that's kind of one pass of the video. And again, right. Okay, thanks for letting us know. Sorry. So there is some audio to this, and if you go online, you can see. So now you can see the vehicle is crashed, and according to law enforcement here in the Twin Cities, that woman was shot, and then the vehicle drove into the center, as you can see. So this is kind of the aftermath right now. This video is turned the other way. We want to just show you what's happening. We didn't have a lot on the front end of this, and every time we show video, we kind of like to show prior the incident and then as much after. But this is what we have, so we wanted to show it to you in full.
And this is also the first time that we are seeing this as well. So we're kind of just watching this together along with you. But as you can see there, you see all these houses and these homes along Portland Avenue.
You said it was somebody almost got hit or something, and this and that. Wait a minute. I just want to know, like, the official story that the people are saying type shit. This is weird.
You're seeing a different perspective of it. Obviously, we're seeing from behind. So there was a police officer that went up to the window. There was another police officer that was in front of the car. You really can't see him that well in that video, but he's there. He's in green. And the cop at the window is saying, put the car in park, put it in park. And then when they slow it down, you see the front wheels of the car spin. So she tried to take off. There's a cop standing 3 feet in front of her, aimed right at him. If that car gripped, she would have taken off and hit him. So he jumped out of the way, and when she took off, he shot her. And in the video, it looks crazy because it happens very fast. But when you slow it down, and then if you take it from his perspective, like, this chick just tried to run me over, I kind of understand where he's coming from, but I don't want to see that happen. This is awful. And this is why people, civilians shouldn't be getting involved when these ICE raids are happening. These are federal agents taking down people specifically. What the hell are you doing getting involved in this? This is what's going to happen. These guys aren't.
It's her husband, and she don't want him to get taken away. and sent to the foreign land, nigga.
People have already tried to run with cars. People have already shot at them. People are protesting and hitting them with fucking all sorts of bottles and shit. Like, go out and play with these people. They're suited up for fucking a mission, and you're getting in the way of that. This was bound to happen, and it's awful that it did. But how do people expect this not to happen? And what are they thinking that they're right doing this? Like, stay with the police when they're taking action. Stay away from them.
Yeah, once you're in the car, too, that's a weapon now. That's a deadly weapon now, that car. So, yeah, I don't think
and then
going to be any.
Tires didn't slip off and ran that dude over. He doesn't go home to his family. But, like, we have people celebrating the death of an agent. That's cool. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It happened.
But
it's a shame.
Devastating for people to be going through something and they living with somebody their whole life, and then you imagine them getting taken away type stuff. So people get temporarily insane. You feel me? And do crazy shit. I would imagine, because I've seen a lot of videos and stuff. And
sure. But, that's not what this was. That's not what it was.
What was this?
This person wasn't just trying to block them from fucking going to wherever they were going.
Yeah, but we don't know the story. Yeah, I'm definitely assuming. I don't know the story, but I'm just saying, like, obviously something was going on to where she was something. She was trying to protect somebody. That's what I get. But we'll see, because I don't know the story. You know what I mean? I don't think they know either, do they?
They know who she is. Yeah.
This is my neighborhood. I got a call that someone had been shot. This was a source calling me, and I came to check it out. There were, when I got here, maybe 100 people, both ICE and MPD. But by this time, I would say it's in the hundreds of officers. The police chief is here, Dan Bovino, who you may have seen on social media with ICE. He's a pretty well-known name in these big operations, these big surges. He's here. We keep seeing more and more ICE agents show up.
Basically, they're talking about what's going on the scene. There's no
yeah.
What's up?
Did you see any of the video from this? Like that, there wound up being
ICE-related shooting,
like 1,000 people. I guess there's a lot of people show up.
The U.S. immigration.
All right, I'm gonna try this BBC one real quick. This one looks like something.
Officer has shot dead a woman in Minneapolis, sparking a row between the Trump administration and local officials over who is to blame. The Department of Homeland Security claimed the woman had tried to run over officers with her car and called it an act of terrorism. Minnesota's governor, Tim Walz, labeled the claims as propaganda, but President Trump, who's ordered the immigration raids, accused the victim of viciously running over the agent. Here's our North America correspondent, Nada Tawfik, and a warning that her report has images which you may find distressing.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
Minneapolis is the latest U.S. city to erupt after the Trump administration launched what it called the largest immigration enforcement operation ever carried out. Protesters were already on edge as immigration officers flooded residential neighborhoods and business areas. Then on Wednesday, the crackdown turned deadly after an ICE agent shot and killed a 37-year-old woman. The incident was filmed by those on the scene. Here.
Okay, my bad. See, I'm so retarded. I didn't even have the context of the situation. They are already protesting. It's crazy out there. Basically, right? They're protesting. That's the environment. And then ICE is doing something.
And she pulled up her car. She pulled her car up this way to block the road off because ICE agents were coming down the road. So they jumped out on her, and then she tried to run her over. She got shot, and it's fucking bad, but it happened. It's awful. It's awful.
ICE officers aggressively approach a maroon SUV blocking the residential street, ordering the woman inside to get out of her vehicle before trying to open the door. She tries to drive away, but another agent opens fire. 3 shots are heard, and the vehicle loses control and crashes. Witnesses react in shock and anger.
Dude, you shot her!
They're coming to deport her, probably. I don't know why were they there? I think they tell her pull over, they get out type shit.
No. I explained it to you. When they were coming up, they're driving down the road to go do their thing. She knew that they're coming. She pulled her car, blocked them. She's just nobody. She's just a fucking.
I thought she was pulling
some
into her
white lady.
driveway.
No, not the fuck at all. Not at all. She just pulled up to block them, and that's it. That's it. That's it. And then they tried to tell her to get out the car and stop, and she took off, and she would have hit somebody. Whether or not she wanted to is beside the point. Doesn't matter. It's a deadly vehicle you're driving right there. And they shot her for it. Sad, but this is why you shouldn't be getting involved with these people. Stay the fuck out of it. Like, why would you ever think to run up on armed federal agents and do some dumb shit like this? Like, who thought this was a good idea? The media has been stoking this bullshit, telling people, and the left telling people to go out and protest and don't let them do this. Stay the hell out of the way. You might get hurt. Normal people that know the street know to fucking stay away from the police. Bottom line.
They want see the problem with politics is if we're going through some civil disarray, the other opposite side is like, oh, see. So they sometimes induce the bullshit, and that's the other fuckery. You feel me? That's not cool.
Yeah, look, this is all the way bad. It's bad for everybody, you know. And, dude, ICE doesn't want this. Do you think they want this? They don't want this, man. Like, they don't want to be hurting people and shooting people. They don't want to be doing this job either. It'd be nice if they could just protect the border, but it's past
but his goofy ass didn't have to pull that trigger. He wasn't in front of that. He wasn't in front of the car. She was out of there.
Yeah, he was. He was.
It seemed like he was standing there and he had to pull it, or he was going to get ran over. That wasn't what the
guy at the window. The guy at the window didn't shoot her. There's another guy standing out in front of the car, and she fucking took off at him, and he shot her.
No, she took off down to get out of there. She wasn't trying to hit nobody though. Trying to get out of there.
Maybe not, but she almost did, and that's that. It's up to this cop's discretion to choose what to do, and that's what he chose to do. Whether or not it was cool or not, it doesn't matter. She still lost her life. And if she wasn't
to pull the trigger like that, why is he pulling the trigger?
She was told to stop.
He wanted to be the
she
hero.
Was told to stop and get out of the car. I don't think that's it at all, but I mean,
and he was angry as hell. He couldn't take it. Oh, she's gonna get away. Kill her. Don't let her get away. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Them hero boys be going.
I love how you put a context in there.
I'm just thinking about it. I'm watching it. I'm like, wait a minute, nah, because he ain't have to go there and be the only one there that shot 3 times. Bah, bah, bah. Just because she was about to get away and you were so mad, you had to deal with her when you was probably doing whatever you was doing.
I don't know. I would have shot
cop, buddy. You're not a damn. You feel me? Like, what the hell? You had to shoot her like that? Look at him! Look at him! Look how he ran up on the car and everything. Look at this macho guy.
That guy.
Look at the macho.
Look, it's the third guy that comes around. See the guy in the front?
Probably the one that
she almost hits this dude. Not the one at the door. The one behind him.
Who shot her?
The one that's behind him. The third cop. You walk out in front. You can see him shoot her. What are you talking about?
You told the whole story like, oh, she's gonna hit him. That's crazy.
Look, he's standing behind the cop at the window. You see this cop walks out in front of the police car, out in front of her car. He's standing behind the cop in the window. You really can't see him that well. He's the one that shoots her. She was going right at him, only because her tires spun at first.
She was going right at. Who? Where? Hold up. Which one she's going right at?
Right here. Watch. She looks through the windshield. Look between the cop and the driver's windshield. You'll see the other cop walk out. Watch.
There's another cop over here. You're saying somewhere.
A third one out in front of the cop car, out in front of this car. Watch.
Oh my god, bro!
Look out the windshield of the truck.
That one?
See him right there.
No, this cop right here
out in front.
Yeah.
No, see the guy's head over the window.
Yeah,
see over his shoulder.
Yeah, his right here.
Yeah, she's aimed. Look at the tires. She's aimed right at him.
No,
she hits the gas. The tires.
She's about to turn.
Yes, she's is
turning out to get away. Hold up. Let me see. Oh, that's where the shots went off right there. That was when the shots went off.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, it looked like she was trying to turn it out to my room. Look, she turned the wheels. You can see her wheels turning. Now watch the wheels. They turning to get out. They turning away.
Spinning.
Huh?
He's standing right in front of her.
Nope, she was about to cut and get out of there.
He's standing whatever.
No way, Jose, buddy. Them wheels was about to be out down the road. But he was like, no. So angry and mad. Had to let off.
He's such an asshole.
Nah, he was. Trust me, he was mad as hell. She gotta die. She was not about to hit him or hit nobody.
Yeah, you're crazy. I didn't see any of that.
Wow, look at this dude. They think they like real FBI agents and stuff. And that's the problem.
What are you talking? They're immigrations and custom agents.
Why you so that damn thirsty? What, you gonna get $100,000 bonus for catching this motherfucker? If she going crazy, stop the car and be like,
dude.
You know what I mean? And if she want to drive off, okay, high speed chase, get her. You know what I mean? Whatever else, if she go to jail.
Yeah,
dude was angry as fuck. I ain't see his life in danger. I saw them tires turning to the right, swerve, we out down the road.
She was told to stop and get out. She was told to stop the car and get out.
Okay, but you see how aggressive the motherfuckers approached her, though, right? She probably was scared, shit, at that point.
Yeah. Now
so she was like,
all of a sudden.
And then if he's scared and then you run, you don't deserve to die for that. You deserve to get caught. And if you're a male, you're gonna get your ass beat. You don't want to jail, you get an extra charge. You don't deserve to die trying to run off, though.
You don't deserve to die for that, but you're putting yourself in a really stupid position, and that's what happened today, and it's really sad. But it wouldn't happen if she didn't do it.
So they're gonna run with the whole thing saying, "Oh, she was gonna run him over. That's why he shot."
I mean, that's what he's gonna say. I would imagine.
The ICE agents were attempting to get it out, and this woman had parked her car in front of theirs, and that they had demanded that she get out of the car, that she move her car, and she resisted, and then moved her car, and that the ICE agent shot in self-defense, worried he was going to be run over. Now, the mayor of Minneapolis.
That's the word, huh? BullRad already knew the story. I mean, you know, like I said, bro. I mean, it is a sad situation. Like, and all this stuff is, when we protest or somebody died, that's super sad because, America is about protest. You should be able to freedom and whatever, you know what I mean, and do how you feel. But and sometimes when you get manipulated to protest, that ain't right because you got to do what's in your heart. And if it's in your heart, then go out there. But if you listening to somebody manipulating you to move and groove and it ain't really in your heart, then that's bad. That's not good. You feel me? So a lot of people just be out there. Not saying this lady is, rest in peace, but I'm just saying how, protest is good. It's always a shame when somebody get hurt during the time,
100%. And this country is only what it is because we protest, and that's why I like living here. Because if I don't like something, I can go in the street, get vocal about it, and you don't got to worry about things like this happening normally. But this is where politics come into play, and this is where they really matter, where votes matter. If a certain regime hadn't been in place prior to Donald Trump's that didn't open the border for 4 years and let 20 million people come in illegally, we wouldn't be having this issue right now. But we did have that. And now someone has to clean it up, and it gets real nasty. And now more American lives are put on the line because of bullshit policy that should never have happened in the first place. Those borders never should have been opened. They were always protected. Every border in the world's protected. We fight wars to protect other people's borders, and we open our own and flood our country with 20 million people who don't belong here. And now it's getting cleaned up. And now Americans are going to be casualties in this, and it's pretty bad. And it should never have happened. And this is why voting counts and matters. And this is what happens. We've been watching it long enough to see it actually turn into a bad situation because of bad policy from a previous president. And that's what we're seeing right here. It sucks. It was avoidable. 100% avoidable.
About what?
So the people aren't warranted in your eyes to go out and be outraged about this. Somebody said something real, and and I can't say who, and I can't say in the environment, but he was like, I can't believe Americans don't come together, and you know where I'm going, so I don't want to say it, but yeah, I'm like, damn. He said, start. I'm like, is it really that? And this wasn't he was a white person, a white guy, you know.
When that kind of talk starts, but it's very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. And these people are doing this because of the rhetoric that they've been getting from political people and from social media and from the news, telling people to go out and protest this and stop this and don't let them in our city, that, and rallying people up. And now people are getting hurt over it. And nothing's going to change. The feds are still going to round these people up and still going to get them out of the country, whether you like it or not. It's going to happen. So stay out of the way. Like, it's just the bottom line. It's going to happen. You can't beat the feds. They don't run out of time or money or people, ever.
You cannot get in the way of these people, of law enforcement, because you ain't going to win. Yeah. Unless you want to get yourself in trouble or hurt, or the ultimate, you already know, and rest in peace. But yeah, that's not smart at all.
No.
You know, most of the time when you see stuff like that, substance is involved, the alcohol is involved. But now it's more is these people are getting, you know, going crazy off of just, I don't know, but it's like we live in a country.
Everybody in this situation, everybody right here in this situation that you're watching thinks that they're right. And that's why it's coming to this kind of stuff, because everybody feels really deeply about this. It's not on some alcohol or drug shit. This is on some deep-rooted beliefs, and this is when people really get out of control and situations get out of control, and this situation got out of control.
There was a list of stuff that Americans could put on every ex-president, you know, because it's what it is. Like, if you on top, the negative is going to be what it is, you know. And it's a shame that sometimes that's what make the negative stuff. Nobody remember nothing positive, you feel me? But like, this is the same as same situation, you know what I mean? And Trump they saying it's negatives and positives, but man, they can't put all of this on one person. It's like they trying to put it on Biden, and then the left trying to put it on Trump. It's like, it's not one dude.
There's a total event that was set in motion 8 years ago.
What'd you say?
I said this is a chain of events that was set in motion, 8 years ago.
So now you're putting it on what? So you're speaking specifically on the immigration issue. That's what you're speaking on right now.
Yeah. Or this wouldn't be happening if that hadn't happened. Not to the scale this is happening.
The crack epidemic before that, or the damn
past problem,
all kind of foul shit. The Watergate. We could get worse.
Yeah, it's all perpetual.
You feel me? So what we gotta understand is, because when you make statements like, "Oh, there's a world that's crazy," and like, humans are humans, and every human, just because they got a job, don't mean they're gonna turn into angel, the archangel, or the fucking. These motherfuckers be fighting for those jobs because they know what they're gonna do when they get in there. They got a whole plan. They come from a chain of fucking people that put them on to this shit. You know what I mean? So, but sometimes we get good ones in there too. But my thing is, this ain't nothing new. That's my whole point. Like, we've been protesting and going crazy. People get hurt during protests. We used to kill each other in protests. You feel me? Like real war protest type shit. So even in Jamaica, like,
but our country, it seems, maybe not. I guess it's always been like this, but it just seems like protest has gotten so much more violent recently, and it's just like, I don't know, man. Crazy. And a lot of the protests
Mayweather, this motherfucker from Mayberry and shit. It's got way more violent. Fuck out of here. This shit been worse. This is crazy. What happened? Yeah, it was law enforcement. It wasn't like it was
lifetime.
People wilding and violence type shit. It was some.
No, but this is the worst. This is the worst nationwide political violence we've seen in our lifetime.
You call it political
For sure.
violence? It can't be. There was the officer that killed her. She did. She's the political part. But the officer, if we go by what you said, if he was and his life was in danger, he had to kill her. That's what you said. So it can't be political violence. This is
I'm telling you, I'm just telling you what I heard and then what I saw, then that's it. I'm not saying I don't judge these things. From what I saw, it looked like she tried to run him with the car. Whether or not she meant to or not is beside the point. Bottom line is if a cop with a gun tells you
I'm
to
not
stop
trying to
your
change
car.
your mind. I'm just trying to. You said political violence, so I'm like, what? What do you mean?
If it was you and that cop had a gun on you and was telling you to get out the car, you getting out the car, you taking off. You're getting out the car.
Oh, if he had a gun and it's like a dark alley and shit, I'm taking off. But if it's out there like open and it's right and there are a bunch of other cops is around, yeah, I'm hopping out.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly. Because you're a rational human being.
But how did you call this political violence? That's what I'm saying.
No, I guess I wasn't really talking about this. I was talking about, I was referring more to maybe like the Charlie Kirk thing, but I'm just saying we're living through a violent ass time, violent protest. It's political protest, obviously. It's all anti-Trump rhetoric, anti-left.
Would you agree
anti-right?
that it became more violent since our great president got in the office?
What?
It became more violent since our great president got in there. Would you agree to that? Even when they rushed the rushed the spot, killed some cops.
No, it's ramped up. It was in motion before, like during COVID, bro. Like people were wilding out and shit. Remember when those cops got shot down in fucking Times Square and shit in the car, the two of them?
Crazy
like right
stuff.
when COVID started, or right after the BLM thing started. That's right after the riots out in the Midwest.
Two of them got shot.
George Floyd.
And Bed-Stuy, the car right around the corner from my brother's house. And the car's still there to this day, I think, over there. Right in front of Marcy Project, sitting in the car. And dude walked up, took both of them out and ran to the train station.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Times have been really uneasy. There's been a lot of social unrest in America in the past 10, 12, 15 years. It's been shitty. But yeah, in the last year, it's gotten crazy with the ICE raids and the protests and all that shit. Yeah, it's gotten out of control. I wouldn't say it's directly from Donald Trump specifically, but yeah, it's based on his policy.
The most craziest political violence by far was when they rushed the spot. You feel me? And you know what I'm talking about. So that's tops everything for years and years, and that was because of you know who. So I mean,
I was
and they all got
not
pardoned
down with that.
And they said these people were molesters and this and that, and they all got pardoned and stuff too. Which is cool because he's the president, he can pardon who he wants. I got no problem with that. But if you talking about political violence, that is the top of the list right there. That's top-notch political violence.
No, I'm not talking about either side. I'm talking about in general political violence. Like January 6th was definitely political violence.
You didn't say Charlie Kirk, but I'm just trying to pinpoint when did it start and the environment changed. And I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing. But we know why, and we know
it's always been. All I'm saying is that it's ramped up significantly in the last few years. That's all I'm saying. It's always been going on, but it's gotten really ramped up in the past few years. It's like ever since 2019, 2020, things have gotten crazy. It just seems like things are crazy. I'm not the only one that. This shit wasn't going on here in America a few years ago. You know what I mean? And it shouldn't be happening. And it's really sad to see. And I don't want to see any Americans lose their lives. This cop didn't come to work today trying to kill an American. I'll tell you that much. He's a regular guy, man. He's got a family and shit. He's got to live with that now. He may lose his fucking job over it. Go to prison for it. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right.
It's not, he didn't wake up this morning looking to do that shit, I'm sure. Maybe he did, but that would be the outside. That would be outside of the norm. Most of these agents aren't trying to do that, trying to do their job and go home to their families. It's craziness. It's awful.
But you do got some sicko out there. No, not even that. Just people that can't control their anger. People that shouldn't have passed the little test, because there's people out there that can't control their anger and see red.
Politically, I'm on the side of rounding the people up that they're going for. So I kind of agree with what they're doing. Maybe not the way they do it. And watching it, like, come on, man. If it has to happen, it's got to get done. Like, there's no easy way to do it. Like, watching it doesn't make it any better. It's not like watching it's going to make it look good. You know what I mean? It's sad shit. You're seeing people get taken away, potentially from their family, from their friends, from their lives. It sucks. Nobody wants to watch that, but like, it shouldn't happen in the first place. But all I'm saying is, like, I could easily be on the other side of this and be on the side with the protesters and agree with the protesters. And I would still say this was an all the way dumb thing that could have been avoided. And it could have been avoided. And that's it.
Oh, she wasn't bad either. She looked kind of young and stuff. Hold on.
37 years old, man. She's a young woman. She didn't need to die today. Fucking crazy.
Oh, you hear it too. See, she was going. She was out of there. And that cop clapped. I'm sorry. You see it right there. No! Trying to swerve out of there. She's not trying to hit nowhere.
They just killed that lady right there in that car, y'all.
We collectively are going to do everything possible to get to the bottom of this, to get justice, and to make sure that there is an investigation that is conducted in full. But what we do know is that a 37-year-old woman is dead and that she was shot by ICE.
She was out of there. That motherfucker was he wanted to, like, she was gone. He was just mad. He was like, fuck that. I'm about to shoot her 3 times too, not just once. I ain't gonna shoot her out of there. Let me shoot her.
The situation's not to say he's mad, it makes me laugh, but this situation's not funny, so I'm not laughing. But like, every time you say he's mad,
no, because I understand. I know a lot of these cops get so pissed off and just do shit. So you think it's a joke, but motherfuckers get mad because they human too. Some people can't control that.
Accusation to make. Yeah, but that doesn't mean he can't. Like, that's a crazy accusation to make, man.
Hey, I'm talking about she was out of there. And only way, like, why would you shoot her if nobody's in danger? She's gone, swerving out.
We've dreaded this moment.
You weren't in that position.
Since the early stages of this ICE presence in Minneapolis. They are not here to cause safety in this city. What they are doing is not to provide safety in America. What they are doing is causing chaos and distrust. They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets. And in this case, quite literally killing people. They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit. This was an agent recklessly using power.
But see, what's messed up, and rest in peace to the young lady and stuff like that, but this is obviously a political stunt for him, you feel me? And that's what's the crazy part. But I'm gonna just let it rock out. But it says
this guy is the governor. Look, this guy is the governor who addresses the community. He speaks in full Somalian, right? He's very aware of the fucking fraud that's going on in this town. The reason they put 2,000 ICE agents on the ground there this morning is because of all the fraud that's recently come out, the accusations. So, like, this asshole is just grandstanding, and he's about to go down too. This guy's going to be taken out of office, hopefully, wind up in jail right next to Tim Walz, next to Ilhan Omar, and she doesn't get to. But
it's like
these
a
people
movie,
are political.
I smelled it. I'm glad you said it. I knew he was going to confirm it, but I smelled it on him.
Happy that this happened. He's thrilled that this happened, and that it wasn't a Somalian person, because then there'd be a fucking war on there right now. I'm telling you, this plays well for him in his mind. I'm telling you, this guy is a dirtbag all the way through. He's going to be brought up on charges, so don't listen to this piece of shit.
Yeah, but that tells me they're about to try to prosecute this dude, so I'm gonna have to look into this whole situation. But Hey, I do. It did look like she was driving off, but I want to hear a little bit more about the grandstander. I'm sorry.
That resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. There were dozens, if not hundreds, of ICE and federal officers that were there at the time. Having them there was only causing more chaos.
Oh yeah, you know why? I bet you Trump gathered up the ruthless ones and said, "I want them over there." He said, "Get all of those Somalians the fuck out of here." I guarantee you, he gathered up all the ruthless ones. It was like the Christopher Columbus ship, the Mayflower or whatever. But they say he did that again. He said, "Get these motherfuckers over there. I want the ones." And them dudes came like a wolf. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Rest in peace to the girl, but I'm just saying, because when it came out about that Somalia shit, they was like, "Oh, go down there and get all of them motherfuckers out, and let's send the hyenas out there to make sure we get some results."
Yeah.
Because one thing we've been seeing is results. I ain't gonna lie.
Having them there was only making a difficult situation even more problematic, and one that, yes, they created themselves. There's little I can say again that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here.
If the people of Minneapolis were saying, "Yes, we want ICE," he would have been up there saying, "This guy was trying to defend his son." You feel me? It's a grandstand for him.
Yes, he's a political fence jumper for sure.
Stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind.
Because this situation is so sticky, you don't want to put, if you didn't have if it wasn't an opportunity for you, you wouldn't really do that, because it's a guy doing his job right now. You don't know really the real inside, and then somebody lost their life, and you taking a hard stance like this already. You already know what it's doing, taking a side of the whatever. But at the same time, like I said, because I was on your side in the beginning, but then I looked at the video. She looked like she was about to swerve out of there. So
kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now.
Okay. Yeah, well,
the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis, they were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them.
You don't play
governance designed to generate fear, headlines, and conflict.
Meet that hate with love. We are going to meet that despair with hope. We are going to meet that injustice with constitutional justice ourselves.
I'm sorry, this guy looks coked up right now. I'm sorry. This probably gonna get my channel shut down, but he looked like he on 3 8 balls straight.
And we're going to make sure that in this very difficult moment, we do not take the bait that these ICE agents are trying to create, and that the federal government, to be clear, wants.
This morning, we learned that an ICE officer shot and killed someone in Minneapolis. My deepest condolences to the family, to the loved ones who had to learn about this tragic event on national television. We've been warning for weeks that the Trump administration's dangerous, sensationalized operations are a threat to our public safety, that someone was going to get hurt. Just yesterday, I said exactly that. What we're seeing is the consequences of governance designed to generate fear, headlines, and conflict. It's governing by reality TV. And today that recklessness cost someone their life.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow.
Active direct, what'd she say?
So it was an act of homeland terrorism.
What do you feel about that? How do you?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Why do you feel hesitant to speak what you feel about it? because you
That's
politically
what it'll get
bound.
labeled as. But this person was not a domestic terrorist. She was a fucking idiot. And it's just a shitty
Well, I don't.
situation, but they got to take a hard
Words of
stance.
BullRad have nothing to do with BullRad.
Whatever. She's not a terrorist. She's not a terrorist, I'll tell you that much.
Because of the adverse
She didn't say that. She said it was an active.
weather that is in Minneapolis, they were attempting to.
Huh? Yeah. Active terrorism.
Well,
you feel it was that?
Well, so someone who commits an act of terrorism, therefore, is a what? Fucking terrorist. So
I'm asking you. Do you
act
feel
of
terrorism?
It was an act of insubordination that and negligible homicide, potentially negligible.
Push out their vehicle. And a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle.
Wow.
An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased. We're continuing to gather more information, but this goes to show the assaults that our ICE officers and our law enforcement are under every single day. These vehicle rammings are domestic acts of terrorism. We're working with the Department of Justice to prosecute them as such. We will continue to protect our ICE officers and in cooperation with other law enforcement agencies as well.
It's beyond me that apparently from the federal government, from the Homeland Security Director herself, has already determined who this person was, what their motive was, and they hadn't even been taken out of the vehicle. We're not living in a normal world. And from here on, I have a very simple message. We do not need any further help from the federal government. To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough. There's nothing more important than Minnesotan safety. I've issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota National Guard. We have soldiers in training and prepared to be deployed if necessary. I remind you, a warning order is a heads up for folks. And
so he said, we oh damn. Hold up. What did he just say? Because I ain't understand that fully.
He just put the National Guard on standing order to fucking potentially fight federal agents. Like, this is insane. From a guy who go to prison for allowing $19 billion worth of fraud to happen, for knowing that it was happening. Full on. He's going to prison. He just stepped down for the third fucking term that he was supposed to run for because he knows he's going away. All the leadership in Minnesota is going away over this, and now this is their final stand right here. They're going to go for broke. They got nothing to lose. This is not good. They're going to look, if he does anything with the National Guard there, they're going to take him out of office immediately and then put the whole state on lockdown.
Let's play prediction. What do you think the big guy is going to react? How is he going to react to this? Is he going to bow down and say, nah, let's get out of there?
No.
Or is he going to say, what? No. You challenging me?
No. He's going to take Tim Walz out of power, and he's going to put Minnesota under federal control if they push the issue.
They are pushing the issue. What would you call? They're pushing the issue.
No, he said words. If he mobilized National Guard against ICE, then the feds come in and they put that shit on lockdown. And Walz and everybody else for going against it.
Rest in peace to the lady again. But is it bizarre that this reaction and they're saying, oh, they're ready to go some basically civil war behind it? It's kind of like just jump right to that.
Seems like they were more than happy to have this happen then.
I could see if it was a mass, but I'm just saying every human life is important for sure. And like I said, rest in peace. But this is like they're saying, wow, we don't want none of that to happen. They've been through a lot out there. They've been getting robbed. The good people been getting robbed by the scammers, all that. And that's another thing to look at because a lot of stuff went down with that and it's still going down. And then now all of a sudden this happens. You know, they be having plants and stuff, you know, to do stuff and cause stuff. But I ain't gonna get into that. This ain't no conspiracy channel. But this is a channel where we and we think like, wow, there's something going on over there. BullRad was telling me about it, and I'm like, what, man? Nobody care about this. And then now all of a sudden this shit is top of
I've been telling you, bro, it's been cooking there. I've been talking about Minnesota for a while now. Like anybody who watches knows, I've been talking about it for a minute now, and I'm not happy that this has happened, obviously, but it's not bad. The thing I've been watching now, everybody's kind of seeing it for what it's been bothering me, and now people are just starting to catch up on it. So it's awful what's happening though. I don't want to see anybody die. Rest in peace to that woman. I feel awful for her family. You know, everybody should, you know, pray for her family and Minnesota right now. And even the people that are scamming everybody, like nobody deserves to die over this. Like if people need to go to jail or be deported, that's one thing, but nobody needs to lose their life over this. Like at the end of the day, it is just money. You know what I mean? Like let's clean it up. Let's make sure it doesn't happen again. It's pretty awful that it's been happening, but it's nothing new. But let's stop. First and foremost, let's make sure people don't needlessly get hurt or die, and this was a needless death today. Sad to see. So I hate to say, but it looks this is just going to be the first of more to come. I feel it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully not.
Yeah, you're right. Sadly, but it's going to get better.
What do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to happen.
Hold Governor Walz accountable for this.
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that money spent on? There aren't any kids.
Answer the question. Are there children? There's no children inside this building.
Potentially the largest fraud scandal in U.S. history is taking place in Minnesota, as literally billions of dollars have been funneled through Somali-ran fraudulent businesses. So much fraud, it could actually almost replace the entire GDP of Somalia.
I think we saw that too, didn't we? Did we?
Yeah. Well, this is all part of the expose that Nick did, the accusations and all that, and now they're going in and finding out, and that's what this ICE raid was all about, part of it.
Hey, it's got to be done, I guess, but that lady didn't have to get shot like that. So this officer, he might be in trouble because he might be, he an agent and he protected by ICE, so the state could talk all whatever they want, but he might be good, though. I'm thinking most likely he's going to be all right. You know, that's kind of crazy.
We'll see, but it sucks. It just sucks. Position. This guy didn't want to do that. This girl certainly wishes she was alive right now, and her family does too. Nobody wants to see this happen. It's awful. It shouldn't be happening, and hopefully it doesn't happen more. But you know, it doesn't. It sounds like they want to go to war over there, and that's not a good thing, obviously.
He was there. All right, man. It is what it is. Feel me?
It is what it ain't.
This was it is what it ain't, but that's another story. This was a sad show, you feel me? But hey, it's got to be talked about. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, we could still be able to practice our right to protest without, you know, some unfortunate situations happening. You know, we got protest, and then all the fighting and stuff too. That ain't cool. When one side's protesting here and the other side over there, y'all want to fight like you think you killed everybody and then y'all want to win. No, y'all all going to jail. The fuck? That's just stupid. It don't make no sense. Protesting could do something. It could do some change, but that violent shit got to stay away from it.
Peaceful protest. Peaceful protest doesn't involve fucking spitting on cops, throwing bottles at cops, blocking cops from going to do their job. That's not peaceful protest. And it gets dealt with differently.
Yeah, I'm not.
So you can't confuse the two. These people weren't standing there on a picket with signs, yelling stuff, and somebody just shot one of them. You know what I mean? This person was directly intervening in a police matter. Like it's awful. Shouldn't have gone down that way, but it did.
She died. It looked like she was trying to pull away.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Shouldn't have been doing it. Out the car. She didn't get out the car. She decided to drive away, and then she got shot at. Whether it was right or wrong, it doesn't matter. She's still dead, and it sucks. If she had listened, she wouldn't have gotten. If she had been peacefully protesting instead of being an activist trying to jump in the middle of a raid, then this really wouldn't have happened either. So it's not peaceful protesting. Again, she wasn't peacefully protesting. She got in the middle of shit, and she got dealt with, and it's really sad, but it happened. And I know you wouldn't have done it, and I wouldn't have done it, but she did. She thought she was untouchable, and she found out the other way. Really fucking sad, but it happened.
Hopefully this cop get what he deserved, because he pulled that trigger all scary for no reason, just ready to kill her like he was mad or something. Like, oh, fuck that, kill her type stuff. Flex his muscle.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, exactly. That's my opinion. Anything else you want to talk about?
Nah, I mean, yeah, man, it's really sad. It's really, really, really sad. This is exactly what I was talking about. The shit that could go wrong in these kind of situations, and it's awful to see. That's my thoughts on it. How about you? You got anything else? Anything else to say about this or anything in general?
You sound like you anti-protest, but that's okay though.
What happened?
You sound like you anti-protester. Like if somebody.
No, I'm anti this protest, but I'm all for protesting. It's a cornerstone of our country. It's a big part of who we are and a big piece of the American people. So no, of course I'm rocking with protesting in general, but doesn't mean I agree with every protest, of course. So I'm not anti-protesting, but I'm just not with this one.
Yeah. He's not with it.
Easily be on the other side. He's on the side of this just as easily. You know?
Yes, sir. About to get up out of here. Another one.
Yeah. Another one.
Trump take over.
Sad though.
Minneapolis. Something going on in Minneapolis right now. I mean Minnesota and Minneapolis. But yeah. And if the law decide dude didn't have to pull that trigger, then he gotta get what he got coming to him. But if not, then hey, that's how it go.
Yep. Yeah. But sadly, it's probably one-sided. Even if it was a good shoot, it's still a one-sided thing because you got the feds investigating the feds. That works out all the time. Are they going to investigate themselves? No, it was good. Yeah, no shit. You're going to say that, but
like I said at the beginning, things are changing. It ain't the same no more. But shit, things are changing fast.
Yeah, they are. They really are. They really are. And we'll see what happens. Man, I'm worried for what could happen for people in Minnesota after this. I think it get really dangerous out there, and hopefully, so say your prayers, folks.
Yeah, peacefully protest out there.
For sure,
that's the word for today.
Sure.
Peaceful
it's
protest.
It's your right to do so, but be peaceful and be mindful of dealing with agents who are nervous. To just consider that, whether you like it or not, consider that because it may mean your life. You know. So.
And on that note,
what happens?
We out of here. Peaceful protest, y'all. BullRad.
For sure.
Peace.